broadcast vocals over internet channel.
Yeah.
Candy Teeth Radio, episode 17.
Yeah, just on. You can listen to it. It's on YouTube, but it's on Podomatic. It's on Podomatic. It's the main thing that like puts it on everything. And so then it goes to iTunes and it goes to YouTube. Or I think he puts it on YouTube. The guy I work with Dan. He does all the stuff. That's why this got started. I had it planned forever, but I never did anything about it. And I'm always broke and shit, so I'm not gonna buy like a mic to start. You know? And so he called me one day and he was like, you know, we should do a podcast. And I was like, dude, I already have a whole podcast idea all written out, and you're on so he's on the, I have him on the list of people I was gonna have for a guest on my podcast. I have him on the list of people. He's on the, I have him on the list of people I was gonna have for a guest on my podcast. And so then I was like, yeah, so let's do that. And he's like, yeah, cool. So he runs it all. He runs it all. He puts it all up everywhere. He does most of promoting with it. And it's fun. It's like the funnest thing ever. And it's fun. It's like the funnest thing ever. Me and Jeff Weeks. Jeff Weeks is one of my best friends ever. Jeff Weeks is one of my best friends ever in the first place. So, in the first place? Best friends ever in the first place. So that makes it dope. And then he does all the music, because he does music. So all the music is his and all the audio. And half the electronic stuff that you hear if you listen to it is him doing it live.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, man, yeah. That was a little history, a little backstory of the show, just taken from other audio. And
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Got me pumped up.
Yeah, that was cool.
So, what's going on with everybody? How are you feeling tonight?
Pretty good.
Oh, we should mention that the voice you were hearing in this intro is one of Steve Olson, a.k.a. Crazy Monk, who we will be featuring on our show next episode 18, so stick around for that.
Yeah, it should be great.
Yeah.
After the pre-album, we had the pre-album before the show, where we talked to him on the phone, on speakerphone.
Where basically we asked Steve 2 questions, and he talked to us for half an hour about really interesting stuff.
So it'll be great. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Yeah, me either. I'm really excited.
And for any of those who don't know who Steve Olson is, we'll get into a lot more about this on his episode.
Yeah.
But he was a skateboarder, longtime friend of Jeremy's and Jeff's. I never really met him personally, but he was quite legendary. Became a world-famous skateboarder.
Right.
And
traveled the world.
Now primarily focused on his music. So, and his
hip-hop.
Yeah,
hip-hop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's into getting the message out about a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
But he kind of disappeared off the skateboard scene, and a lot of people don't know what happened to him, so it'll be cool to talk to him and get some answers for the people out there.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
He's a great person, super interesting person.
Yeah.
Wow. So, wait, let me talk. So, the Believables, my puppets, have now officially been sponsored by Neztec fingerboards. And these fingerboards, let me tell you something. This is super exciting for me. Like, I feel weird inside. But the Neztec fingerboards, they're like made like a real skateboard. It's like 7-ply wood, and it's like he stains them and stuff. They got they're a larger size that fits the scale of the puppets.
Wait, these are 7-ply real?
It's real.
Miniature
it's all real.
decks.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The wheels come with bearings in them.
Shut up.
And he's like, the bearings roll better than my skateboard bearings.
What?
It's like, can't wait. They're like, it's like coming in the mail right now, you know? But so it's going to work out. Like right now we're just getting a bunch of his Blem decks, right? Which is like his ones that were throwaway to sell because he doesn't want them out there, you know? But for my pictures and for the puppet skating, they're just nothing, you know?
Well, you could repaint them if it's something like that.
No, that's what he said. He said you could repaint it. He said you could reshape it. You could do anything you want to it. These ones, he's like, I have them in a basket. They're for nothing. You know, I can't sell them.
The blem refers to blemish, so it's like a blemished board.
Yeah,
but
and
it
it's
really
a real
just has
term.
like a little teeny dimple or freckle on it. Like they're so small and minute
Right.
that it's not even a
Nobody's
problem.
going to know.
No.
And no fingerboard. It would never affect your fingerboarding either.
You're
Right.
professional,
Yeah.
professional level fingerboarding.
Dude,
How you
fingerboarding. Okay, so since I'm getting into this.
Real quick.
What's that?
How are you going to get the metal on there? I guess you just glue it on just like the old style.
Yeah, I'm going to glue it on just like these ones, but I'm going to put it where the. I'm going to have it with the holes. Because I was having it where it just covers. But these ones are too nice.
You got to drill. You're going to drill the holes.
Yeah, I'm going to figure it out.
Cool.
But besides that, and if it doesn't, like the first one I get, I'm putting metal across it. And just,
So if anyone out there has really tiny metal drill bits that they don't need, send them to Candy Teeth Radio. Care of Jeremy Gregory.
Anyways, I'm super excited about the damn, just us working together. And he just sounds like a super cool dude. You know, like we're on the same exact level. We're trapped in the same world. And like
the world of miniature skateboarding.
yeah, and it's all coming from the spirit of skateboarding because he's like an older dude too, and he skated forever and like it sounds like he skated way longer than I did, and I mean I've skated forever, but I mean I still skate. I just skate
Longer than forever.
We just went skating, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, this guy is an old school skater. I'm an old school skater. He's trapped in this world of making these little boards, and he's in it. You know, like I am with the puppets.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I can only see great things. He just sounds cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, are you going to get to put some of your own art and graphics?
Yeah, the whole thing is on his website. You can check out Neztec, too. Every time I'm going to talk about this so much.
Yeah.
Check out Neztec fingerboards. He does custom ones where you can send the graphics or he'll do the graphics for you. And you can have, and he told me I could have anything on it I want. So I'm going to have where it's still Candy Teeth graphics. But like on some of them, it'll be like Candy Teeth. And then there's going to be a couple skaters that are like in the storyline are really sponsored by Neztec. So it's like those decks will be like Neztec, you know, like
To be their
with
pro models.
no Candy Teeth on it, you know. But then the other ones will be Candy Teeth.
Yeah.
But there will still be a little Neztec thing, you know. But I'm down. I'm so down.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
So apparently people are taking this fingerboarding, which is doing tricks with a miniature skateboard with your fingers,
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yeah.
and they've taken it to like insane levels.
Yeah, they have taken it to insane
Yeah, no, I
levels.
watched a video actually this afternoon. I was just like,
Let's check it out.
Check it out. And, you know, they do just like in a skate video where it's like, you know, you roll up and it's normal speed and then it's like you hit the ollie because you're going to hit the rail on the 12 stair or whatever, you know, and they play it in slow motion when you're doing the kick flip and like when you land in the Smith grind or
Yeah,
whatever.
It's just skateboard
And then
shrunken.
they just do that same exact thing with their fingers. Like, oh, the guy rolls up on his little skateboard, hard flip, you know, nose grind down this little miniature handrail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Doing 360 flips and like doing all kinds of crazy like flip in, flip out
Yeah.
shit, just like kids are doing on real skateboards or full size skateboards.
I thought I had an idea of how crazy it was because I've looked it up like a while ago. I looked it up when I was just looking up small stuff or like obstacles or something. And that whole world has blown.
They were skating some cool stuff.
There's so many cool obstacles and there's like companies making them. There's like, it's so good.
Companies making the fingerboard
Yeah.
like ramps.
Yeah,
Like different
ramps,
skate parks and like props, ledges.
bench,
You know, a
Jersey
lot
barriers.
of this stuff is
Yep.
a lot of stuff is
dumpsters,
made to look like
like that size.
real stuff in the real world.
It just cracked my brain open. Like, it's gonna get all weird now because it'll start. There's a whole nother like world that just opened up. Like, I wasn't even looking at the fingerboarding world, and the fingerboarding world, like just the obstacles. Like, if I could go to one of the things, you know, like one of the competitions, and just get in there before they open and have a whole filming thing of my puppets skating that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I probably could do that. Like, why couldn't I do that?
Yeah, can we just get like 2 hours in here?
Yeah.
Nobody else around?
It's like the skate park. I gotta do that at the Etney skate park.
Yeah. That was super cool.
Yeah. They let me in early. Like,
So Bucky could skate.
An hour before, so Bucky can skate by himself.
Wow, that's awesome.
They're having like skate camp. This is in California, like in Orange County. And it's like a super big skate park. I went there the day before and tried to get some pictures, but it was like packed full and it was skate camp. And they were like, what? And I was like,
You're
no, I'm trying to take pictures. Bucky's here. You know what's going on? I don't know if you need to Google it, but
It's Bucky.
just Bucky, you know? Bucky's here to skate. And so they're like, well, yeah, no. But you can come back and talk to the dude that might say, yeah, you know? Some other time, so I called him, and I was like, can I come in early, you know? Like, just a little, I just need like a half an hour or something. And he's like, yeah. And so I just got to go in this whole skate park by myself and take pictures of him skating that thing. I'll post some of those pictures.
Yeah.
There's good ones.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Anyways, the future in fingerboarding with these puppets, man.
Yeah,
It's going to be weird.
serious. The future is going in quite some interesting directions, for sure.
Yeah. I want to talk about some future stuff.
like what?
Like, okay, just to introduce this. When we were kids, right, you know, what was cool? You know, Indiana Jones was cool, right? Star Wars was cool,
Yeah.
right? I don't know why everything has to be freaking, you know, sci-fi and whatever, but that was cool, right? And R2-D2 was cool. Robots were cool.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, up until recently, I was like, robots are cool.
Yeah.
And now, I'm not so sure robots are cool. No. So, I have a question to pose to you guys. Like, with robots, where do you guys draw the line? Like, what job should not be done by a robot?
Robots. Where do you draw the line?
Beetle.
Robots?
And they just do a random interview on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now it's like, you know, in factories, you know, that's most robots are like in a factory or they're like vacuuming somebody's floor.
Right, and they're kind of attached to the wall.
Yeah, they got a
fixture.
chain still.
Yeah, they
Right,
got
it's just the
chains.
arm or it's just the little laser cutting thing or whatever it is. You know, it's not like a thunderous walking around giant beast shooting lasers everywhere with a head and a face. You know, no, they're not real. Like when we think, you know, it's not C-3PO walking around talking 4,000 languages, right? But it's still a robot, you know, you program it to do what it does. But, like, where do you draw the line? Like, because, you know, we've seen the footage of these dogs now, these robot dogs,
dogs.
Military
Like-
robot dogs.
and there's certainly many advantages, I'm sure, to a lot of dangerous jobs that those dogs could do instead of a person doing, which is great, you know? But
No, they're
that's a
free.
slippery slope, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. When you watch those dog videos and you picture 5 of them that just have your iPhone number.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get you, it's a different feeling than they're here to carry the backpacks of our soldiers.
Yeah, you know?
The video that I saw of the robot dog,
Yeah.
people would run up and like kick it in the side. They would
Yeah.
just boot it in the side, and it just sidesteps. It's like, like
Yeah.
it's cool. It's like I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But not if it's trying to kill you and you're kicking it.
Yeah, and there's 5 more.
Yeah, there's 5 more, dude. You lost.
And so now, instead of, you know, cops shooting people, they can just, like, program robots to go shoot the people. That's great, right?
Make more sense. Be like, oh, there's a malfunction.
Yeah.
Yep.
That dog was racist.
It was like RoboCop. See, that's what I think. Nowadays, that's what I think is going to happen.
Let's get you into cops.
Terminator.
Yeah, possibly. I saw this real wild one earlier about this Japanese guy that he made a robot suit. There's a robot exoskeleton.
Ooh, is
that-
it bigger?
No,
Oh.
it's slim. That's the whole thing. Is the suit itself doesn't weigh much. It like straps on. It doesn't look very big, but it gives people super strength.
No.
And he designed it for care workers so that it shows people these Japanese, like young Japanese man, like picking up an older woman like a forklift and just like carrying her.
Oh, I
like a
that.
giant book or something. As soon as now, what we're gonna have super soldiers with these suits on now, though. You know,
It gives
That's-
people super strength. It showed
when does it end?
what they did is he found the neurological response point of the thought of the action, and so he was taking people that
What?
were like quadriplegic and hadn't moved under their own power in like a decade,
And they're moving?
and he put the diodes into their thighs, and they're like, this old Japanese man's walking up the
What?
staircase. He's climbing stairs.
No
with
way.
The suit.
Yeah.
No, it's hooked to your brain.
It's hooked in, kind of. It's hooked to your neurological system.
Okay.
It's like hooked through the dude's thighs. He finds like the muscle nerve twitch that
awesome
would
and scary.
somehow send the root to the thought before it happens.
Things are getting weird real quick around here.
That's cool. I mean, it's sort of a robot, but not really. I mean, it's more of a person that like is using like, you know, the robotic technology to like gain mobility they lost or something like that. You know, I'm more talking about
That's more like cyborg.
Sex robots.
well, no, I mean, I'm not really talking about sex robots, but they could go crazy too.
If you
you
talk
know?
about, if you talk
But,
about
like-
robots, you gotta talk about sex robots.
Sure.
It's already a huge focus, man. People are spending so much money making those things, trying to
See,
perfect them.
But it's just my point is there's just a matter of time before they take the like little French maid suit off the sex robot and they, you know, put a police officer suit on it.
Yeah.
They put a soldier
That's
suit
what I'm
on
talking
it,
about. Put a
put a
police
gun in his
outfit
hand,
on.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, put a police outfit on a little one. A little skirt one.
I'm not talking about role playing.
Oh,
I'm talking about when the
Oh,
robots
coming
take over.
gotcha. She's riding a dog. What? her metal hair is flowing in the breeze. Is that what you're talking about? Whoa, there went a button. Oh, I can still lift anything. Wow.
It's just Siri.
Just changed.
That's who it is.
That's Siri?
Yeah.
I gotta start being nicer to her.
See, when Siri's a physical being that could come whoop your ass, that's going to be a reality. You know, the Matrix has it right, I think.
But when you can say Siri instead of kick my... No. What about... You could say Siri... I can't do that.
I have a body now,
I can't
Jeremy.
do it.
You can go suck it.
Yeah.
what
Oh,
she's
wow.
gonna
No.
Yeah. Like, if you're not gone when I count to 3, I will hurt you.
Disassemble.
3.
Yep.
Oh,
Robots. I'm
Yeah,
not...
you know
I'm
what?
scared.
You know what else is scary? Most people have seen the Roomba. They're familiar with the little like
Yeah.
That's what I'm
But
talking about.
vacuum.
Yeah.
disc-shaped robot vacuum that goes around. And
Everyone's
fucking
cool
does
with
the thing.
that, you know. But that's what I'm saying. Where's the line?
You know what the line is? The Roomba lawnmower.
Ooh.
That's a real thing. I saw that thing.
What? That's already
in
made?
catalog. Yeah, it's out. It's out. People have that.
No,
Roomba
there's, like,
lawnmower.
neighbor's
can't-
It
cat
docks
in
in
your
your yard.
lawn.
It docks in your yard. It docks up to the charging station, and then it just like boop 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 boop, just mows your lawn.
What?
Those are gonna get together. That might be... Those might be... They might make their move.
Just an army of like
They just fly up.
Roomba
That's
lawnmower.
what, well, I was
Last
gonna
thing you
say,
see is them just do a wheelie at your face.
no, see, what happens is like they all hook together in like a big grid, a big square. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds
And
like a
then-
giant beehive.
No, then all of a sudden that's a freaking hovercraft,
Yeah. They lift up. Oh, just...
and then Siri and the robot dogs jump on the back of it and
Oh, and they're just like... I want to make that
just
romantic novel
just like
cover.
right through Manhattan like that Bjork video. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Just killing people. Just on the phone, be like, "How do I call the Terminator?"
Mark that down as one of those ones I want to do a drawing of.
T1000 on the like getting woken up by the phone call. Like, what? I'll be right there.
I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, I don't know. Then there's like robots are fully electronic, and then cyborgs are some kind of hybrid in between. So you have some kind of enhancement, and then what is something like a suit, right? What is like a special suit or special armor that just gives you superpower? What do you? But is all technology infused?
Whoa.
Well, I think it requires first that you have a comic book written about you. But I guess that would be Iron Man, wouldn't it?
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Have you seen this video that Robert Downey Jr. did the other? I don't know how.
Yes.
I saw it the other day. Have you seen this?
Yeah, man. It was
He's Iron. The kid gets a bionic arm.
Explain it for the viewers.
Okay, for the viewers, picture this. There's a little kid who's missing an arm, right? And this foundation is in cooperation with the guy who's 3D printer, which I think we've mentioned that before. I think we'll talk about that a little bit more.
I got some 3D printing stuff.
I guess he 3D printed this kid an arm, and he like made it look like the Iron Man arm.
Yeah.
Right. So it's really great because they take the kid to this hotel room, and they let him in through the double doors, and then there's Robert Downey Jr. in his suit as Tony Stark, like looking out the window in the high rise. It's just like in the movie, right? This kid walks in and they sit him down at the couch, and because there's a nice enough hotel room that it's got a couch and a coffee table. You know what I'm saying? Like when I get a hotel room, it's like $89, and there's no. You're lucky if you got that thing that folds out and holds your suitcase at the end of the bed.
This dude's a gillionaire, though.
Right. So they do the whole 9 yards for this. They bring the kid in, and he's got the silver briefcases. He's like, let's check out these arms, and he pops them open. And so he puts one on, Robert Downey Jr., he stays in character as Tony Stark, and the kid puts his bionic arm on, and it works, and it's super crazy to see this little kid, flexing his fingers.
Whoa.
And he had no arm at all. He just had.
It was just
he had a little slug,
a few
slug
inches
nub
off the shoulder, and something they could attach it to, of course. And I don't know how. It must be something similar to, your Iron Man suit that you were describing, where the paraplegic is walking up the stairs because they've hooked it up to your nerves somehow. I mean.
Oh, you mean they're reading? He's reading his. They're reading his messages.
I would imagine.
Yeah, they're reading his brain message.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they're like.
Yeah.
They have figured out.
Otherwise, what good is it? You know what I'm saying? You're programming it with your other hand to okay, let's see. I can learn how to type left-handed so I can tell this thing to pick up an apple.
Oh yeah, middle finger go up. Middle finger go up.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Typing like Stephen Hawking.
Want me to turn this up for you?
But it's really cool, and like I say, he does. Robert Downey Jr. is just a cool dude, and he stays in character, which. The kid's just super stoked.
Yeah,
awesome. A 3D
that'd be
printed
ridiculous.
arm.
Besides all the getting it part from Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, besides that, it's a 3D
having
arm
an arm
with bionic fingers.
That, it looks like Iron Man is cool, but you have an arm now.
That you can take off, plug into, power up.
Yeah.
Dude, it makes you cooler. All of a sudden, you're cooler at school.
But see, now, I mean, it was pretty buff though too. So it's it's his shirts don't fit anymore. You know what I'm saying?
He's lopsided.
That one side, just tear it off. Just the one sleeve off.
No, you start wearing a certain outfit.
Well, I think that's what.
And then pretty
that's
soon
what you do anyways, because he was it kind of seemed like he was just wearing a short sleeve, a button-up shirt, the little kid, when he came in. So, and people I've when I was in elementary school, there was a guy that had only part of one arm and everything, and he would just you just cut the sleeve off, you don't have a empty sleeve dangling in the wintertime when you want to wear a long sleeve on the other arm. You know what I'm saying? You just cut that off. So I'm sure it probably doesn't matter now that I think about it. He's every shirt fits right there anyways because the arms. Put on the shirt, lock the arm on, you're good to go.
No.
No?
No.
You're probably not supposed to take it off.
You make a whole different outfit that fits for one arm, and it's all one piece, and it's a color, and then you get a cape, and you get a fucking castle on a hill, and you start your thing.
Your internet greeting card business?
Yeah, exactly.
Doing a little perfect wax seal each time with a big mechanical arm.
This way I don't get carpal tunnel. It's great.
Bad guy greeting cards.
Sometimes I also do court stenography.
Yeah, but 3D printing, a thing you can pick up and hold and touch is one thing, but what about implanting it into your body?
Oh, I got stuff on that, but they are working on where they're doing it, making hearts, make a heart for you.
What?
Your heart's bunk. You know? So instead of dying, you just get a new one, print it out, push P. Like,
Control
Command
P.
P, yeah. But they do it with the cells.
Yeah, because
So that... What were you going to say?
I was just gonna ask you, what's the material that it's printed out of?
Ooh, the material.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is it actually human heart cells? Because how can you create that out of nothing?
Oh, do I not have the answer to that? What's it made out of? Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Pretty wild. You can print something that's 3D and then functions. Like, it all has, like, valves and it's moving.
No,
and
that's what I'm saying. Like, the little
even
kids,
organic.
the arms, the fingers were working. Like, it actually looked really similar to that scene in Star Wars where Luke Skywalker gets his hand cut off and then they put the robot hand on him and he's, like, testing it by, like, zapping the little servos in his wrist, you know, and it's like, bzz, bzz, bzz.
Right.
Like, it really looked like that, but it's a robot hand instead of a fake human hand, you know. But that's really, I mean, it's fascinating. I mean, is it metal and plastic? I'm guessing.
For what? The heart?
Well, at least for the
Oh, the
robot
arm.
arm, but
yeah,
like
at least.
for the
It has
heart,
to
it
be
seems like
plastic.
it would have to be some kind of a rubber or plastic or something.
I don't know, but it said it's the tissue is the easiest to print.
What? Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's made out of your cells. So they must, like, duplicate your cells.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing that it could be ready in less than a decade to implant, for the first implant.
On some chimpanzees or something?
No, on a human.
Oh.
That's a human.
Wow.
Fake organs, dude. Everybody will just live forever. 1,000 old people in the way.
No, because that only lasts for a little while, maybe a generation or two, until it starts to go Gattaca style, where they just DNA test you.
For what?
For like heart defects and things like that. So
And
Oh, and they're like, oh, you
And
know you're going to get one.
they just,
yeah.
they just weed out those
You
genes.
just kind of go live somewhere else, and then you know you don't get a good job. You're the you're the untouchables.
You don't get a fake heart.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You live in the cracked part of the town, and
No printed organs for you.
They're not only doing like that, though. They're doing like plastic ones where it's like the bones. Like jaw bones.
wow.
Different bones. There's an old lady that she got an infection in her bone in her jaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they were gonna have to like have a 15-hour surgery and like try to remake it out of a different bone from somewhere else in her body and like
Jesus.
stuff like that. And she's old, you know what I'm saying? Like where you don't want to do that.
15 hours?
Yeah.
It's like fly to Beijing and back.
Yes. That's how long they're like. Anyways, she got a plastic printed one, right? Or it's
Right.
not plastic. What am I saying? I'm giving out the wrong information. It is laser sintered titanium dust.
Wow.
It's not plastic. I'd like to take that back.
Metal. It's metal.
Something different. Yeah, it was different than plastic.
I guess that makes sense. Metal would probably take the heat of the laser better than plastic would.
Yeah.
So she got the jaw, and then how long did it take? 4 hours.
What?
Instead of 15 hours.
And she gets
without getting the extra surgery of tearing your hip out or
I was
whatever they
gonna
were
say she
going to do
gets
to
to
put
keep
up
her
here.
hip too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's like the good things of it, you know? The good
Yeah.
things about it.
People are gonna start getting that shit customized though.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like body modification.
Yeah.
Enhancements. Just build a new
Yeah.
jaw.
Yeah.
Just actually
gonna
build
get
an
weird.
entirely new one.
It's going to get cartoony around here.
Oh man,
It's
that's some
gonna be
crazy
cartoony.
shit.
There's gonna be some cartoony cyborgs and robots and
Because think of that guy. Who was that guy that redid his whole face to be the bad guy in a comic
Red
book?
Skull.
Yes.
The Red Skull copycat.
Oh, think about him.
If he could just 3D print himself a new mug, he could just 3D print himself a whole new face and be the guy.
Yeah. Wow.
Whoa,
weird.
that's crazy.
It's weird.
I wonder if that's going to be a thing where you can like 3D print a face that's different from yours and put it on and like walk around with it and have people think that's what you look like or whatever. People are going to see some crazy shit with that.
Dude, the bank robberies are going to get weird.
Right?
Hey, Mr. President.
I was just going to say, it's like, hey, you know, fist bumping people on his way in and shit. Like,
I just 3D printed this mask off my phone.
it's pretty tight. So, give me all the money.
Sounds good, though. Sounds good for when, like, people like me with rotten teeth. Like, I want to just 3D print some teeth up.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's what I'm saying. Those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, I draw the line.
Yeah. At 3D printing teeth for Jeremy?
No, I'm all for that.
Thank
I'm
you.
all for that.
Thank you.
I just draw the line at the Roomba lawnmower. That was
The
my line.
lawnmower?
That was my
the
line.
vacuum cleaner's
Roomba.
cool with you, but the lawnmower's no good.
You can't put blades on a robot. That's one of the rules.
No.
You can't
No.
put blades on a robot.
Yeah, I think that's anything that could hurt you should not go on a
No
robot.
guns. No
No
blades.
blades.
But then the cops already have that. You know how you were talking about the cops
Yeah.
turning into the crazy robots? But instead, they already do this where they just drive the thing in and it has a gun on it.
Yeah.
Like, and somebody's
The
just
remote
holding, like,
control.
an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
You know? They literally do that. They
I could kill somebody like that. I couldn't kill
those
somebody in real
controllers
life.
are totally hackable.
I've heard that the military has started to readjust and adopt some of the ways that the controls of their vehicles work.
Yeah.
To be more like video game controllers.
Right.
Like
Makes
the
sense.
configurations, they're kind of like reconfiguring them. And then some of that is even their recruiting. It's like, oh, you're
Yeah.
like the best at Call of Duty?
Yep.
Psst, come here, buddy.
Gotta
Check
deal-
out this Jeep.
You want to do the exact same thing? It'll look just the same to you.
Yeah.
But get a lot more money, son. Get that job done, boy.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Well, next.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting weird. Those drones get weird. I saw
See, that's the thing too. Drones and
Drones
like, all
is a
that
huge
shit.
one.
Like that's. I mean, that's
drones
that's
are already a
robot.
problem.
That's a robot to me. Yeah.
Like Judy's cousin. Judy's my girlfriend.
Mhm.
Judy's cousin lives in Malibu, and she had one in her backyard the other day. And
What?
like she lives like where it's all stars. Like behind her is like a sheen. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like they're like doing weird shit. You know, like TMZ type shit. or
Trying to
something.
spy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's really just a drone in her backyard. Like,
Did you shoot it down?
No, it's just tripped out. She called the cops, and they're like, "We can't really do anything."
She should have shot it down.
Yeah, I would shoot it down. I would be throwing shit at that thing, throwing
Yeah.
bats at it.
I'd throw a net over it.
Ooh, you're smarter
Capture
than
it.
me.
Just take it hostage.
I just hit a sheen with a bat, and you
Yeah.
took it down.
Well, then you can like get the footage out of it.
Ooh, see who do you belong to? Talking to the
Exactly.
camera.
I'm gonna find you.
Yeah.
Oh, like fisheye.
Stop watching
face.
me.
Just be like,
Fisheye face, as I say.
yeah, because it's your
Oh, the GoPro.
Yeah.
I love that.
Martin Sheen lives next door. Dickweed.
That's the point.
And then just throw it. Just
Yeah, throw it. No,
in.
throw it in their yard.
Sorry, Martin. I think this is for you.
He's all throwing it in the pile of them.
Yeah. Takes the flash drive out of it, puts it in his pocket.
Throws the rest over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Goes back to a little known fact. Goes back to shooting hoops. Goes back to shooting hoops. He likes shooting hoops.
And then a couple days later, while I'm watching TMZ, I feel like we got this clip from Martin Sheen.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lady Gaga at the dry cleaners.
Oh, because he's doing it?
No, because he stole all
Oh,
the
he
drones.
sold them all. What am I talking about? That was dumb.
Stole-
I wasn't even with that.
He's got the pile of drones
Yeah.
and he's got all the footage.
He's got all the money.
Like,
Piles of money.
so like within a few weeks, it's just like Martin Sheen presents TMZ.
Yeah.
Like, he just owns it.
Dude, me and my golf buddy,
Harvey's bombed.
me and my golf buddy Monty always said that like if it doesn't work out, like
Mhm.
whatever we're working on, and then if our golf career doesn't work out, which it's not going to.
You're not in the open?
Nah, well, we're trying to go for the senior tour. Trying to get on the senior tour. But if that doesn't work out, we're going paparazzi.
Paparazzi.
Going straight paparazzi on it.
Golf paparazzi style.
Dude, I will climb a tree and film some stars, boy.
Not just
I promise you.
golf paparazzi? Just golf paparazzi?
I don't know who said golf.
Dan did.
Oh.
Not just golf, just anything, anybody.
No, paparazzi.
Just
normal.
in general. Okay.
Yeah, just a normal paparazzi where you just go film stars.
You should get some those shoes that have the spikes on the side that are good for
Oh
climbing
yeah,
trees.
yeah.
Now I'm gonna have everything. I'm gonna have a box that opens, it click, click, and it just has everything in its little in a foam spot that's cut out for it.
Dude, but you have to wear the T-shirt that's on the front looks like you're wearing a tuxedo.
I could do that. I could definitely.
So there's because you got to go to the red carpet and all this, So
Yeah.
we're standing there and you're like, what? It's Jeremy Gregory, TMZ.
I'm,
Hey,
get-
there's your...
I'm getting my own drone. I'm getting all that. Anyways, enough about my future.
I'm gonna
Supposed to
shoot
be a
that drone
secret.
down. I'm gonna net it up.
Crazy, man. Well, hey, man, I've been working on something really fun. Is doing a little burlesque production.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
Sorry.
Wizard of Oz, put on by the Gritty City Sirens, which is
Yeah.
Tacoma's burlesque troupe.
Yes.
It is fun. It is a fun cast and a
Yeah.
really fun show.
Yeah.
And super acrobatic, really high energy, at least the Flying Monkeys bit. With myself and a couple other gentlemen. But
You're a flying monkey.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You get to fly? They put you on wires?
We get to do some acro. We get pretty acrobatic. We do fly, which is called flying.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really, really fun.
When is it?
That is coming up April 18th at the Temple Theater in Tacoma.
Yeah, do that free commercial. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and you can get tickets at Brown Paper Tickets. Then the following 1 week later, on April 25th, we're going to be in Olympia at the Capitol Theater,
Nice.
which is going to be really fun for me because I used to go and see punk rock shows in the backstage.
Yeah.
It was like
Yep.
the little teeny small venue,
Oh, yeah.
literally the backstage of the real venue.
Dude, one of the scariest things I've ever seen was Neurosis in that backstage venue. Because the stage is just as tall as this desk, you know,
Yeah.
here, and, like, there's, like, 7 of the scariest dudes you've ever seen on the planet. Just, like, making the, like, most hellacious noise right in front of your face.
What are they called?
Neurosis, it's the, like, gnarliest metal band ever made.
They were one of my favorites for years. They were like psychedelic.
Oh, they
They
start
were
tripping
like
out, but it's
psychedelic
like
metal,
burly.
but like
Yeah.
really burly, like really,
Dude, just bone crushing.
yeah. Oh man, my Neurosis. All right, here you go. Neurosis story.
All right,
Flashback.
yes,
Did you have a
Neurosis
flashback?
story.
Man, I'm having a flashback here. So sitting there, I was probably, I'm gonna say like 16 or something, really into this band
Uh-huh.
up in Seattle, and I think somebody had decided to experiment with a little psychedelics that night.
Uh-huh.
And this band came in and just crushed all of our faces. The first thing you see is like sound check, but they come in and they do it so slow and ominous, like it's just a bass drum, like boom, boom, like just slow, right? And then like weird lights start to build, and the guy's kind of starting to sound check his drum kit, and then there's visuals showing up on the screen because they had a guy in the band.
Yeah.
His name was Pete Incorporated.
Uh-huh.
He was like the dude, the visual dude. He's
Yeah.
part of the band.
Yeah.
And so Pete Incorporated was showing all these crazy visuals of like, it would be this big,
Like a slideshow?
almost like a PowerPoint or like a really trippy like presentation. It
Oh.
overlapped itself. It wasn't quite a slideshow. It was more like a
It's a projector of some kind.
Yeah,
projector
tripping
art. It was
out.
like layered projectors.
Okay.
And so you'd see this like big, fat, sweaty man's face, kind of, and he would start shaking his head and looking all scary, like and his mouth's all open, and then like weird big guns and stuff start like showing up outside of his face, like kind of pointed in at him.
Yeah.
And then all the stuff just kind of starts piling up, and there's like hand grenades, and there's tanks, and there's like all this gnarly stuff just like piling and growing on itself.
Yeah.
And then you see arms start to like scoop in from underneath and like cycle it all towards this dude's face. He's all like, like this crazy overload of like all this gnarly stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just like goes black, like
Uh-huh.
shuts down.
That's it.
And then they just come back on, and it's like full blast, full lights in your face. Everybody's in their places, right into a song.
Yeah, dude.
And they play for like 2 straight hours without a break.
Uh-huh.
They don't say like, hi, we're Neurosis. They just like melt your face
Yes.
Yeah.
for 2 hours.
So, and like a lot of people, you know, you see like them in like a bigger venue, you know what I'm saying? They're on a big stage because they're a pretty popular band. They're on a bigger stage and or in a theater or something like that. And so when you see them at the backstage like that, where they're just like all that is happening,
close.
but it's like right in front of you. Like,
Yeah.
That was the first time I'd seen them, you know, and I was like, yeah, the records are brutal and everything, but it's like I didn't really know what to expect, and it was basically exactly as you described. I think that's their deal.
Yeah,
Is
just-
they do that, you know, and then you're just like, whoa, and then yeah, just 2 hours of getting run over by a steamroller,
yeah. And then they'll like,
and they're fucking scary, like face tattoos and like
Yeah,
like
just scary.
just gnarliest punk rock dudes you've ever seen.
they stare you down. They stare full down, man.
Yeah, no, they're not shy. They're fucking burly dudes.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would they change instruments throughout the set. There was one
I
point
love that.
where in the middle, the dude just like put his bass face down on the ground. He's like basically drops it. And and then it's just like droning and squawking and everything, and they're like swapping around, and the other dude picks up and like barely even tunes it. You don't even notice anything happen, and then boom, right in your face into the next song. It's
awesome.
crazy.
Sounds good.
Like 4 dudes just screaming, and then obviously I'm sure they did somewhere in the set where it's like at least 4 or 5 of them stopped playing string instruments. They're all on
drummed.
floor toms.
Yeah.
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 And they're just chanting and fucking screaming, and it's just the burliest thing ever.
They have a thing that they called Cleanse. That's the song, and it was always just different iterations of the song Cleanse. And it's like the full band drum circle, but they're like crazy Nordic Viking. Like,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like right there.
Well, like 5 of them.
yeah.
That's awesome.
They actually have an entire separate entity that was called Tribes of Norot. It was all their like really weird, trippy, experimental, like space frequency music. Still heavy and weird and like kind of trippy, but you know, their whole different entity that they had. Tribes of Norot. And so usually anytime there was a Neurosis show in a city, a night or two within the area, there would be a Tribes of Norot show at a totally different club.
Can we wait? So can we play a little clip right now?
Really intense.
Get something from Through Silver and Blood on there or something.
Yeah. You know what else is cool is that Steve Von Til, the singer and guitarist for Neurosis, is an elementary school teacher.
Huh. It would be really funny to see those guys, and they're like the ones that have day jobs, like not dressed up like he's the dude from Neurosis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's not the skinny jeans and the motorcycle boots and the like denim vests with the sleeves cut off. You know, with the, like Doom patch on the back of it, you know, and like
Right.
the necklaces and shit. Like, you know, he's got his like polo shirt and his cardigan and his khakis and his little lunchbox or something. You know, that's just super funny to think about. Or is it like he just rolls in and it's scary? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, class. You come to class, he's all.
There's like visuals up on the chalkboard.
But it's just the math lesson or whatever you're learning in his class, you know. Just swirling around. 2 + 2 = 4.
And now the arms are like just pulling the equation into the student's mind. Like, it's just
Who wants to get on the machine? It's like the Clockwork Orange chair with the things that they prop your eyes open with.
Totally, man. Well, hey, I got a kind of a weird one.
Okay.
I like weird ones.
So, apparently, the mayor of Springfield, Illinois, has decided to give the key to the city to somebody.
Yeah.
They do that all the time.
Give the keys away?
Give the keys
How
to
many
city.
keys are there?
Well, I mean, to every different city, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably
So-
get them made when it's time to, like, give the keys away to somebody.
Like, hey, we need some keys.
Like, I'm like the 15th dude that's gotten keys. Nobody fucking knows. It's all right.
And there's this one locksmith that only works like once every few years that only makes the giant keys to the
He
city.
charges them $17,000 a piece.
Right. So, Springfield, Illinois Mayor Mike Houston handed over the key to the city to Cobra Commander.
What? Shut the fuck up. Dude. It's really him.
Oh, that is awesome.
How can you do that? Is he brainwashed?
That's an
What's
evil
wrong with
mayor.
him? That's an evil mayor.
They might have put a cloud.
Is he a Republican?
They might have put a cloud over the city.
So, check this out. There's a quote from Cobra Commander.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Springfield deserves near and far. I accept your mayor's generous gift. And let it be known that I, too, bring a gift for every man, woman, and child of this city that is so near and dear to my heart. An invitation to join me. Join Cobra!
Oh my god,
see,
dude.
no.
Or die, right? Is that the
You gotta shoot
subtext
him
here?
down.
So it turns out that this was all a stunt.
It was Daft Punk.
It was actually that fun, yeah. It was all actually a stunt because Springfield is going to be hosting an upcoming G.I. Joe convention. And so they did it for the publicity.
Yeah,
You
right.
gotta
but
be friends with Joe. You goddamn mayor.
Yeah, but the thing
You're
is-
the mayor.
it's like, Cobra Commander's gonna roll in one day, like, ha! I've got the key, and they're like, well, it was just all a big joke, and be like,
No.
I've got the key, and it's all real, and someone he's just trying to, cause trouble. You're giving him a foot in the door.
Yeah. I get it.
It's no good.
I see the trouble coming.
And so, okay, we're gonna give the key to G.I. Joe character for, the G.I. Joe convention. How about Duke? How about one of the good guys? Right? Or are we giving it to Cobra Commander?
That's a bad mayor.
Yeah, man. Mike Houston.
Mike
Thumbs
Houston.
down.
Thumbs down.
Give it to Sergeant Slaughter if you have to.
Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Give it to Doom.
The dude doesn't even have a face, but...
Give the key to the city to MF Doom. Right now.
I think he should just have, a whole, storage facility with the keys to every city. That dude. At least he deserves them. But Cobra Commander deserves 0.
No keys to the city.
No. Give it to Lady J. Somebody.
Lady J. Why is that the only reference that I knew? That's bad. That's so bad that's the one that I remember.
You remember Roblox?
I remember Roblox. I do remember Roblox. Ah, we're old.
We're old.
So old, dude.
G.I. Joe's around forever.
I know. I'm just saying. Thinking about that is old. Whoa, that's a little bit ago.
But no, I mean, they're having a convention, so people are still into it.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying I'm old. The thoughts I have of G.I. Joe when I was a kid is old.
Yeah, nowadays kids see G.I. Joe as like a fast-paced action movie. People explosions, people punching each other in the face,
Not even playing outside at all.
No.
I need that video game. All we did was play outside with those things.
You're
That's
just
what
getting
I'm
you ready
doing.
for the puppets.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. That's what I'm doing. What I'm doing is from that action figures,
You're just like, candy teeth!
Yeah. That's awesome.
Man, you guys church going? Either of you go to church?
I went to church my whole life, so that was enough.
Every morning.
Every single morning? Wow. I did not know you were so devout, Jeff. I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm Baptist.
Well, in case you want to think about going to church again, I got a new option for you.
Okay, I'm into new options.
It's not Cobra
The old
Commander
ones
Church.
are whack.
It is not Cobra Church. Rudiger Wieda is a German man that is opening a new church called the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now
It
this sounds something I can sink.
That sounds messy. Something I can sink my teeth into.
Oh man, so he's doing this whole thing because he claims to be an atheist, and so he's using this as an absurdist church
Yes.
because he thinks that it is, in Germany, that church-going citizens get extra civil liberties as far as tax status and
Oh,
certain
wow.
grants from the government. And so if you're a religious
Yeah.
facility, that you get government and tax public money to build your facilities, like to build your new gymnasium or your new, get your equipment.
They give churches. I mean, churches are non-taxed here too.
Right, but it seems like it's even more. It seems like it's
There's
even
some kind of
more
I don't
Yeah,
think there's ever
discrepancy in Germany.
Yeah. Okay.
So he founded this church to get the religious status, and in September of last year, he became the head Pastafarian.
Oh shit!
I like that guy.
He changed his name to Bruder Spaghettas.
Yeah.
Boom, get me balls. Boom,
And every church service is called noodle worship.
Noodle worship.
The best thing about this guy is his weed connection. He has the best weed. That dude has the best weed right there. Spaghetti man.
Bruder Spaghettas.
Yeah, Brutus Spaghettis. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know, called Brutus.
Well, they have communion. They do have Holy Communion.
Yep.
But instead of bread and wine, it is beer and spaghetti noodles.
Oh, I was hoping it was gonna be garlic bread.
Spaghetti noodles?
Just spaghetti noodles.
No
Just
sauce.
Nope.
This
That's
is
a communion
church.
wafer. It's church.
This is church. What are
Yeah.
you thinking?
This isn't
There's
the
no
potluck.
jelly on the bread they give you at church.
This guy's awesome. So he really, but then he has to really do a church though.
He
Yeah.
does. He does a service all the time.
Oh, I love it.
And when the reporter went there were 3 members of the church, and they were all dressed like pirates.
Wow.
These
Yeah,
guys.
the Pastafarians, they believe in a heaven-like afterlife, complete with ample amounts of beer and strippers.
So is he getting his tax-free status and everything?
Yeah.
It works.
He built a gymnasium
I
full of
believe
weed.
so. I don't know if he's getting his tax-free status, but
Full of spaghetti boiling pots.
they have allowed
Meatball.
the official signage to be in the city. So it's
I'm
called
gonna love this.
Nudelmesse, which is like noodle worship,
Uh-huh.
and it shows this little picture of like a UFO with these crazy alien arms, and it gives it the time, and it's like in the streets of the city.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, their logo's pretty sweet too. So
I might be into it. I might be into that. For a couple of weeks, I get tired of spaghetti real quick. My mom, that's all she made, man.
But see, the thing is like, you know,
That's all she made.
there's nothing really in it for you, the guy who's not running the religion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
right,
Like, if people go, they're just like making it so this dude gets his tax-free bologna. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. He's like, you guys gotta come worship me so I can get my tax-free status. Because if nobody's in here when they come looking, you know,
right.
I gotta pay. So, you 3 dressed like pirates, come on over about 10 o'clock.
Beer and spaghetti.
Beer and spaghetti for you. Yeah, I guess all you gotta do is give people beer and spaghetti.
Yeah, they're
Right?
good.
They just come on over.
The sheep.
Bah.
I promise you beer and spaghetti.
For everyone.
Yeah, for everyone.
So let it be done.
Yep. Wow. Memorize something I said and with some numbers with it.
And then you know what? You know what they close out the prayers with?
Oh no.
I'm gonna love it. I'm
They
excited.
finish their prayers and they say, "Ramen."
Ramen.
Oh my god.
The Pastafarians say ramen.
Oh my god.
I loved them until right then.
No, that's hilarious.
I think that's when I left. I just left.
You quit?
I quit. I'm not going to church anymore. They said ramen. If you were a true Pastafarian, you would not say ramen for amen. If you were a true Pastafarian.
What would you say?
I don't know. I need time to think about it.
Oh, it's the only noodle that I know of that rhymes with amen.
I know, but it's not. But ramen, you're not trying to go with ramen if you're a spaghetti. Spaghetti, that's
Oh, that's
Italian.
confusing to you?
Yeah, well, it's Italian versus whatever,
Well,
whoever the
it's
fuck
noodle
makes top
worship.
ramen.
It's noodle worship.
Oh, it's just straight noodle worship. Any noodle.
Noodle mess.
Noodle messe.
Egg noodles.
I would-
Yeah,
I
that's-
You
Noodle-
can worship an
noodles.
egg noodle if you want.
Yeah, I guess.
Are you in
Which-
a pirate suit?
As
I'm
long
not
as you're-
down with the egg noodles, personally.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying.
I
Am
like
I going to
egg
be worshiping it? Are they going to be starting to be like,
I'm not
oh,
worshiping no fucking egg
oops,
noodles, man.
now
Fuck
you're
that.
now you're worshiping. You thought you were.
You can't make
they
me.
get you in
You
with
can't
the
fucking
spaghetti.
make me.
They get you in with the spaghetti pretty soon. You're worshiping.
I don't want no
egg noodles.
fucking elbow macaroni. Fuck that shit. This fucking church sucks. I'm out of here, Mom.
I'm out of here, Mom. I'm sick of drawing anyway.
I'm going back to spaghetti church.
They don't say ramen there. This is bullshit.
Ghetto ass church.
Dude, just Protestant fucking spaghetti church.
Oh,
dude, but
man.
but I don't even fucking go there now, because now I go to the one where they have the fucking vegetarian meatballs, because fuck that fucking Protestant spaghetti church with the fucking real meatballs. I'm a fucking vegetarian, man. Fuck that. Putting meat sauce in the fucking spaghetti? That's bullshit. I get my own church.
Can't you just pick it out? Can't you just pick it out for the Lord?
Read the Bible, bitch!
Read the spaghetti Bible, bitch! You can't pick it out!
You can't pick it out, it's tainted!
He said that! Some guy said that! Luigi said that!
Luigi 624.
Oh, I love it. I love the book of Luigi.
Because you're the little brother, that's why. Your big brother loves Mario.
It sounds like you two are all signed up, man. You guys are ready to go.
Whew, it
No,
did get me thinking a lot about church right now.
Not if I have to do the egg noodles, fuck that.
Yeah. You don't know what day it is.
Man, I only go to that church where while you get baptized, there's a Mongolian grill.
Ooh.
Like just on the other side, like you're in the water,
Hit
and
me
you're
with
just
a
there like pouring that extra soy sauce on there.
Let me get some of that super thin beef right there with the raw jalapeno cooking right next to it.
You can see through it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. About to get baptized every day.
man, I did get baptized once, but I don't do that every day. You know, something that I do every day is meditate.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. I think I feel a little metaphysical moment coming on.
Ooh, that feels good. Wait a minute, I gotta breathe.
A metaphysical meditation moment.
Give me a key. You got
I always forget to breathe.
What key is this meditation in today?
It's in the key to the city of Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, if you knew the theme song, it'd be
Double
so
C,
sick.
I guess. Rank over commander.
So, meditation, right? It's a little bit of a scary topic to some people. How do you guys feel about it? You have a meditation practice and meditation experience?
Yeah, I think because I think I do it, but I don't like think about doing it.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way.
And I think definitely with juggling, I do it. Like it gets into a rhythm where it's like there's a point where you feel like something else is happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. And that's actually one of the many ways you can do it. So, I guess the main point of even doing meditation at all is to have a moment of rest, a moment of reset, right?
Yeah.
Like, you use your computer or your phone sometimes, and there's 20 different apps running, and there's different applications. You're mixing a song, you're posting a video on YouTube, and everything freezes and just starts, the performance goes way down.
Yeah.
We do the same thing. We're biological computers. And so, it gives you that reset button. It's like, okay, turn everything off, close all the programs running, boop, restart.
Yeah.
Fresh start.
Yeah.
So, we end up using different tools or anchors to reach that point, right?
Right.
Because that little reset, that boop, is no thing. Just after that reset, there's no thing. There's nothing there. It's just free and fresh. You don't have to like go off the old pattern, the old programming.
Yeah. The weight.
The weight, the story,
Yeah.
you know? And so no thing is really scary. It's a hard concept for us to master. And what can be really effective as human beings is to use one thing to find no thing. So you choose a specific focus or focal point. So for you mentioned juggling.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's so many other ways you could find this if you're into movement, if people are into movement. So like with yoga, it's vinyasa yoga, like vinyasa flow. If you do a sun salutation, Surya Namaskar, like over and over and over again, this repetitive motion, you get into a meditative state.
Yeah.
Or like the whirling dervishes, some of the Sufi mystics that would just spin themselves into this hypnotic dance.
Yeah.
Right? All of the senses can be meditation anchors. So, sound,
Yeah.
the sound of a single note carrying, like singing bowls, didgeridoo, things like that, resonant tones, and frequencies. And then also linked in with sound can be language, so like mantra or repetition of a specific word or phrase.
Right.
And then that in and of itself becomes a music or a musical pattern. On one of our early episodes, we talked about I am that I am.
Yeah.
And that rhythm would become a mantra, would become an audio meditation anchor, right? But if you're saying it, if you hear it, it's an audio one, but if you're saying it as well, it causes much more change, including, you know, the movements of your tongue through your mouth and your palate. Like, you get all of the benefits if you're saying it as well. You can use touch, so you can use sensation or lack of sensation.
So, like, how would that work?
So, sensation or touch would be, you could use even like warm water is a big one. So
Ooh.
hydrotherapy. So when you're in really hot water, like a hot tub or a hot spring, and you close your eyes and you float, you know,
Yeah.
it's that sensory thing that you're giving yourself, you know, your senses, your touch, your tactile. Some people use it in kind of a crazy way of like pain, right? If you tolerate pain to a certain point, tattooing does it. Sometimes it can put you into a meditative state.
I saw the people swinging on the hooks.
Swinging on the hooks, that's called the sun dance.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
They were getting into some kind of state.
get flesh hooks and get
Yeah.
suspended by different points on their body. Yeah, and they leave their physical body. They get to a point that the mind can't really process the pain anymore, and it's done in such a way that they're not going to undergo any huge physical damage. Like, people like are very careful about
Yeah.
what they're doing.
It's like surgical.
Yeah. But then the person experiencing it gets to like leave their body. And then there's like self-flagellators. People would like, you know, beat themselves on the back with
Yeah.
whips,
Yeah.
you know, to bring themselves into the state. Also, on the other end of the touch spectrum would be like massage,
Oh, the
Right?
other way. Yeah.
but not all massage is really soothing. A little bit off topic here, but I got a massage today.
Yeah,
There's
you're like,
a couple
ow.
different kinds of massage. There's a lot out there. There's ones that feel great and made to soothe you, and there's one that's working your shit out.
Yeah.
And I got wrung out today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good. But so that's another one. The physical sensation that was going on, even in a painful and pretty intense massage, is something that you can get to a point, kind of almost focus on, and then let go, and then just like let it go.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing left. There's just no thing
And then
there.
you're there. No thing.
You can use scent, like incense.
So it's like every
Absolutely. So it's paying attention to one specific thing, or you could set up a whole environment. Like, you know, if you're playing some really cool ambient music
Yeah.
and light some incense,
yeah, and start doubling up the scent.
and you start, and so it gives you an anchor. It gives you something to focus on, and then that's all you do is you come back to that. You come
Yeah.
back to the sound. You come back to the smell. You know, you come back to the
That's
sensation.
the rope. Yeah.
You can also focus on a thought or a specific vision, as in like an art piece or a storyline or whatever. You could focus on something very intently and clearly, really without it wandering. You don't want it to wander and keep walking and keep evolving. You want to just hold a scene or a scenario. You know, it could be just like cherry blossoms in front of ocean waves. It could be anything you want, but you just hold a specific
there.
scenario and keep it there, right?
Yeah.
You could use this with your eyes. This is one of my favorite ones. That's called Tratak, which is visual focus. It's easiest to do with like a candle flame. So you look at a single candle flame and just watch the candle without blinking.
Yeah.
And then you try to control it to the point that when you do need to blink, all you do is one really long blink. You allow your eyes to close, hold the vision of the image in your mind,
I can do that.
and then when you're ready, slowly open your eyes back up and keep
Keep it in that
watching.
spot,
Keep
yeah.
it in the exact same spot. So, this kind of concentration is called dharana in yoga, and that's the concentration before you get into the real meditation.
Yeah.
And they're kind of two separate things.
Because you're getting ready, you're like getting rid of all the stuff, right? You're like slowly getting into a spot where there's no thing, right?
You're closing down programs.
Yeah, you're closing down
programs.
apps.
Yep.
Yeah,
Closing
I
down
gotcha.
those extra apps, man.
I like that.
And it ends up becoming a really fun thing to expand your toolbox of ways that are anchors. Like you're saying, for you have your movement, but there's so many others you could do. You know,
Yeah.
like people. This is why people have white noise machines. There's the audio anchor.
Yeah.
Is because it allows them to kind of touch that meditative reset state a little bit and let their thought processes go.
Dude, this is gonna sound weird, but when I listen to the podcast sometimes, and like this sounds weird, but I'm listening and I like go to sleep. I'm like sitting in my chair that's a sleep machine, and I got the headphones on and I'm listening to the podcast and I'm totally in the podcast, but I'm asleep. I'm totally asleep. Like I wake up when I've been listening to every single word, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in here in my ear, but then when I wake up I'm like, whoa, I was like asleep. But I've never been off, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that quite counts as meditation, but you're more like, especially because in our unique scenario of like recording these experiences and then re-listening to them, it's like a kind of a deja vu experience. Like you are reliving it. You're like actually in the space.
It does feel like that. And it feels like a dream too, because you're like, I really do like shut my eyes and go to sleep though. It's weird. But I mean, not really.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's not like meditation, but...
So, and you can really get creative with it. There's so many different ways. The idea of just sitting down and like, going into lotus pose and closing your eyes and being out is really a lot to process and comprehend. And as a busy mind and as a busy body, consistent conscious creator, like always making something, my mind doesn't want to rest, and I thought that was just unattainable until I started using these one things as anchors, like to root it down. The breath is one of the biggest ones, especially in yoga. We've done a little bit of pranayama on the show, and that's a breath focal point.
No, it's fun, dude.
You could do in a future image of self. You could picture yourself. Say you want nothing more than a Ferrari. You just sit and hold that image, that positive visualization of you driving the Ferrari, and you start getting deeper and deeper about the experience. Like what are the seats like? How does the engine sound? All this stuff. But just hold that one experience as richly and fully as you can.
I'm into that. Maybe not a Ferrari, but I'll hook it up.
You can hook it up like Exhibit?
Yeah, I'm gonna hook it up like Exhibit. Boy, I'm an ice cream store in there.
Also gonna have a coffee shop.
It might get shut down, but it'll be there.
So have some freedom and leeway in your meditative practice. It doesn't need to be like super serious. It doesn't need to, but having a certain amount of reverence for what you're doing does go a long way. And being that we're also very like Pavlovian, like you can teach people to do things on repeat. And so if you create a space for yourself, or if you have a repetition of some people meditate at the same time every day.
Yeah, I can see that working out.
That's a big one. Is like this is their time and they just do it. They're also at the same place is a really big one. I'm a little more fluid and tend to do it wherever it fits into my day.
Yeah.
When the inspiration strikes me.
That's how I would have to do it if I did it daily.
But it's a great practice, and maybe you light a stick of incense every single time, or if you start out, you can listen to audio guided meditations. There's all kinds of different YouTube information.
I never thought about that. You could probably go on somebody else's trip.
Oh yeah,
they just guide you through a meditation.
When you do a guided meditation, it is a very specifically catered journey. It's your experience, but like they take you on a little
they're guiding
voyage.
You.
They're guiding you through.
I like that.
There's even a form of yoga called Yoga Nidra that is the yoga of sleep. So it's sleeping yoga, but you never actually fall asleep. That's the whole trick. You want to stay just on the border, but like it's usually pretty easy to dip in.
Take
a little dip or two into the pool. But usually you'll have a guided meditation. Somebody will read you this very specific, thing designed to, if you do what they're saying with your mind, it just puts you out physically, makes you really calm and relaxed, and lets you go deep. And then they say that 1 hour of yogic sleep, if you do a 1 hour yoga nidra, it's the equivalent of like 4 to 6 hours of regular sleep during the night. Because,
what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you just got to get on that yoga nidra, dude. Just 1 hour a day.
I'm into that.
1 hour a day, you'll be good.
I gotta figure that out. I don't like that sleeping, man. A lot of time. Even when you don't sleep a lot. It's a lot of time. I have to look into that.
Yeah,
Try it out.
Look into that meditation, man. Yoga Nidra. Get that clear space.
Oh man, some clutter going on right now.
And there's a thing too, is it the static. All that extra static, all those extra channels we get going on sometimes. And then you almost stop hearing, like, the real voice.
Yeah.
Like, the voice.
I get that.
Because you hear all the weird echoes of the other voices.
Yeah. Because there's too many. There's too much stuff going on in one little spot.
So then when you can turn it all off, you turn off all the channels and everything goes absolutely silent.
Oh, you're in the room by yourself with a little light coming.
Then eventually the one voice can speak right to you.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good note. That was a good note to land on.
To get out. Yeah, that was good. I'm feeling mellow. I didn't even meditate.
We talked about meditation and there was a shift in
Yeah,
it.
totally.
Oh, I might just jack it up for a little bit more because I have a kind of cool topic.
Yeah, come on.
All right. We got to throw
I
this
got
in
more
here.
time.
There's a place that they're building in the deserts of New Mexico
Yeah.
that is going to be an fully functioning city. Like a pop-up city. They're going to build the whole generic American city in the middle of the desert.
What? For nuclear bomb testing?
It is going to cost $1 billion.
Whoa. What?
It's a
That's it for a whole city? It's not bad.
26 square mile city developed by the Pegasus Global Holdings. There's going to be a mall, airport, city hall, churches, a power plant, highway, suburbs, townhomes, and office buildings, but no inhabitants.
Oh, skater's paradise.
Well, that's crazy. Why would they do that?
They're doing that because it is going to be a research facility.
See? Nuclear bomb.
It's a whole
test.
citywide
Yeah.
research facility. So they're saying that they're going to use it for, like, full citywide power grid applications. That like smart grid technology and, like, self-driving garbage trucks and things like that.
Whoa.
So they can run this whole tester.
Robots.
Well, see?
So they're renting out this crazy city to whoever wants to use it to, like, oh, we want to do, like, self-driving garbage trucks.
Wow.
And
They thought
rent this place
ahead.
out and, like, run the whole thing.
I thought it was them doing it. They're making a place for other people to do it, and they can rent it out to all these different people and make
To,
a
like,
bazillion dollars.
To NASA, to, like,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
containment, you know,
Whatever.
organizations, whatever.
There's so many things. Wow.
That's crazy.
That was a good move.
It's
Shit.
called
We should
the,
have built a city.
We want to build a city?
Sure.
it's the Center for
Little.
Innovation, Testing, and Evaluating. So it's CITE, C-I-T-E.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say the name of the company was? That was creepy.
It's run by Pegasus Global Holdings.
That sounds like a fucking James Bond villain.
Yes,
Right
totally. It sounds scary.
there. Don't worry. He will come.
Pegasus will never win. Those are the rebels. Those are the rebels.
Yeah, I was just saying, wait.
Those are the rebels.
Kill them.
Oh, damn it. The
You
streets,
shouldn't have told. You should have been
the
sitting in
streets
the same
just
room.
slapped together.
I was the villain. Yeah. So, no, they send a garbage truck after
Oh,
you.
yeah, totally.
Right.
With your iPhone. And,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Just cleaning up the streets.
It just scoops you up, puts you in the back.
We're away from the tracks, and then it turns into a huge dog. It's an elephant.
The garbage truck just morphs.
Yeah.
Morphs into the army dog.
So, yeah, there's this crazy city being built.
Yeah.
This lady named Cheryl Brueggerman, she is an adjunct professor for the University of New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And she had this really interesting observation. She heard about this project and looked into it, that the city was completely devoid of any art. And so it looked like a laboratory. It didn't look like an authentic city of any kind because there wasn't any like brand signage or there just
Yeah.
wasn't any stuff. They just made all the things so it looked neutered and ghost.
Like-
It didn't look real.
Sterile.
And
Seems
so
sterile.
she started thinking about what would be the public art for the uninhabited test city.
And so she working on the idea? Is it her idea?
She proposed it to some of the students, some of the art majors
Yeah.
at the university.
God.
They did a open submission, and then the students had to select like the top candidates to actually present to the company. Which at the time, Pegasus Global Holdings is not commenting on whether or not they're going to do any of these installations.
All right.
Uh-huh. Or how many of those students made it back from the meeting alive.
Right. Watch out for those garbage trucks, man.
I'm telling you. The rebel scum, kill them. Bring me my hairless cat.
They had a couple cool ideas submitted. A couple of my favorites were somebody submitted one called Tomorrow's Think Tank Today,
Okay.
which is cameras to be set up in school hallways and classrooms all over the world, and then being broadcast onto one giant mega LCD screen in the middle of the city. And it's just going to show like education, like classrooms and hallways of kids walking and students and like,
Weird.
That is weird.
yeah.
That's a weird one.
For no one to see.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it, man. It's
The
creepy.
robot fucking
Oh.
garbage truck driver.
Oh.
Just smoking a robot cigar. Hey Louie, check out these kids over here.
Has one of those snap hats
Yeah.
made out of metal.
Becomes like Robot City, like
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, the robot mayor.
Like, why are they showing us
Hey,
pictures
Martha.
of these kids?
They had this other submission that was called Wilding Towers, which the artist was proposing that he build big towers and like monolithic sculptures out of the dirt that was excavated for the city. Because the whole city has like subways and like subterranean stuff.
Yeah,
so
you
gotta
you
have
can,
everything, right?
You gotta have everything. You gotta have a full city.
Yeah.
And so all that dirt, he was going to build these towers and then implant it with native seeds, so that then when the towers decompose, they'll like give a whole new birth of like nature back to
Whoa.
the city.
Right, okay.
I like that.
That's cool.
But who
That's,
wants to paint this thing, man? Let's paint this thing. They're gonna have it be all gray?
Oh, the whole city?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no graffiti because the robots just shoot you.
The wall just shoots you.
Right.
Oh, I might just solve graffiti.
Solved.
Walls are deadly. Don't touch them.
That was way
They'll
easier.
kill you.
Yeah. If you die, you might not do it anymore.
No. You know, a cool,
They find a way though.
You know, if you're gonna do a really cool art piece in that town, you know, since it's a place that no one ever sees it, you know,
Yeah.
it should be like really good inventions that like the man is holding down, shit. You know, like real electric cars and like you know, or other like less political things like you know, beta. VCRs and
The
shit.
VCRs are still alive and well.
But I'm just saying, like, the art pieces that, you know, shit that no one's ever going to see. Like, because that's the thing that's weird to me. Is it's like, no one's ever going to see any of that shit.
The people,
Yeah.
only the people that come through. The people that come through, like the companies
The
that come and
companies,
test their
yeah,
stuff.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
But that's weird, though. Because, I mean, maybe they're using it constantly, but it seems to me like that would be kind of a place where it's like, yeah, we're pretty open book from
Yeah.
here until whenever, you know? Because, like, if NASA's like, well, we're not studying that right now. Or, you know what I mean?
Right, the market for renting an entire city. Is
Right, while very, very valuable for the people that do want to rent it, it's like not a whole lot of people that are trying to rent it, I would imagine. Maybe a lot more than we think.
Maybe.
Maybe we've got lots of robot manufacturers.
Wow.
Now we got robot vacuum cleaners, lawnmowers, and garbage trucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's going fast. It's going a little too fast.
Way too fast. You kidding
And
me?
sex robots.
Oh, that's the thing. That's $1 billion
It's
industry.
real life. Sorry, kids. That's real life.
Sorry, kids, that's real life. Don't think that you're sorry about it, though.
I know. Sorry. Wait
They
a
don't
minute.
care.
It's
They're
not
like, cool,
so-
sex robots. It's awesome.
Yeah, they don't have to build a bunch of stuff and stick it in
but
the couch.
That's why they do. That's why they made those first, you know, because they're getting everyone used to robots.
And everybody's
Everyone-
behind you.
No, because everyone's like, well, robots say they're bad, dude. You know, sex robots are cool. You know,
You don't like sex robots?
dude, what's wrong with you? Sex robots are rad. Blah, blah, blah. So
Dude.
then everyone, like, you know, the guy that doesn't like robots is like, feels like the, you know, He's the minority. He shouldn't talk about that everywhere, you know.
I think I just figured out
Kills dissent.
the ultimate master plan.
Yes.
Army of sex robots.
So, they're soldiers.
Yeah, but they come in looking like they're just sex robots,
Yeah.
but they're the army.
Oh.
Sneak attack, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. And then all of a sudden they come out of the closet one day with the fucking SWAT team outfit on and guns. You're like, ooh.
They don't put on an outfit. Shut up.
Sure they would. You were talking about how they had a French maid outfit and shit.
Well, yeah.
So instead of the
Oh, their
French maid
cop
outfit,
one is
you're
good.
like,
Let me design the cop one.
ooh, I've been naughty. And then it's just the cop comes out. They all go beep, 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 beep. The eyes turn red and it's Terminator again, I'm telling you.
I thought they were going to be in lingerie like the people that broke out of the jail, the girls that broke out of the jail, fighting the guards, to think they were going to have a huge orgy. Like, you're about to have a huge robot orgy.
Come on, robot girls. Let's get out of here.
We need more whiskey. Isn't that we need more oil. Rosie's the madam. This place.
Those crazy robots. They're out to kill us, I'm telling you. Don't trust them.
Don't trust them. Don't trust the robots.
Don't do it.
Well, it's been a real action-packed episode.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
this. I think this is a good one.
Yeah, it feels real good. If anybody wants to catch up a little bit more with me, got a big one coming up. A exclusive couples retreat in Key West, hosted by my lovely wife and myself. And this is coming up in May. Limited space availability. So look me up on Facebook.
Small Island.
Daniel Martin. Essence of Ecstasy, couples retreat.
Nice. That's nice.
Awesome.
I had one thing that I didn't even talk about that I'm gonna throw in. I don't even care. We got into our new production spot for the children's thing I'm working on,
Yeah.
and like made the set and everything. Like it's getting rolling, so it's like exciting time too. Besides, so like this whole week it's just been like boom, 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 with the fingerboarding sponsorship and all that. Neztec fingerboard
Hashtag.
for life, bitch.
Mate.
Mate, for life, mate.
Yeah, and check us out. We got the YouTube. Subscribe on iTunes. Podomatic's the main source. Hooks it all up. We're on Stitcher. All of that. So tell a friend.
And remember, you can send in topics that you want to hear us talk about. Like, we like finding them, but it'd be cool if you got to hear what you wanted to hear too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a few trickling in, and we know you're out there listening.
Yeah.
So, thanks a lot.
Thanks for the downloads, Iraq.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Fuck ISIS.
We're gonna get 5 more downloads, dude.
I know it. I'm trying to get more in Iraq.
Oh, we're dead.
Well, that was a good last one.
Yeah.
Like, nobody even knows that, you know?
Candy Teeth Radio, episode 17.
I'm down.
Steve Olson?
Jeremy, what's
Candy Teeth Radio, episode 17.
I just talk about spirituality and like crazy, conspiracy theories and like anti-Illuminati.
Check with Steve Olson to see if he's around tonight for a call.
Poolspa,